garden today, and it's after 12 o'clock and it's bank holiday Monday and it's the 26th of August, and it's just like winter here in Wales. Yeah, it's not actually raining at the moment, but it rained all day yesterday, so I didn't actually get out and do anything outside. In fact, I just rested all day because I wasn't in a very good mood, so I didn't do anything yesterday. Do you get like that? Because I was really on a downer yesterday. Yeah, I think the weather really affects my mood, you know. Oh, I can see another tomato. Oh yes. Yeah, tomatoes continuously ripening now, individually, not all at once. But at least they're ripening this year, which is better than last year and the year before, when we didn't really get many ripe tomatoes at all. This is the first year that I've had this many tomatoes so far, so that's a good thing. And still a lot of cucumbers coming. I've still got loads of cucumbers. Anyway, what I'm going to do today, I'm not spending all day outside because I don't want to. I'm going to do a bit of strimming, and I'm also going to put on these Swede here that I have. So my Swede, there you go. So I need to do that today because they're getting really leggy, so that's my first job. Might have to take my coat off while I do that because I'm a bit warm. It's a weird old day. Oh, let's have a look at the lettuces should we put in, shall we? Now, this is the trouble whenever I put lettuces in the polytunnel. Yeah, they always seem to get massacred by something. I'll be lucky to get 3, I think. Anyway, let me show you. Well, some of them are taken. There are a few, like back there you can see one that's gone, one there gone, one here gone. This one's not looking too healthy, but it might sprout again. But out of all them lettuces that I got, you don't get many. And the ones I put in the pot over here, I don't think I got any. No, I didn't. They all died. Yeah. No, I didn't put them in the apple tree. I put them around the rhubarb. Yeah, they definitely died. Yeah. So anyway, we've got a few. We've got figs. They're still growing. And the apples are still growing. These are the apples. I brought the apple tree in because it kept getting knocked over by the wind. So I thought I'd bring it in the polytunnel. I think I'll leave it in here for the winter, actually. Yeah, let's just check outside what we did the other day. Yeah, it's all looking good. Yeah, still the same as when I done it the other day. Nothing's gone out of here. I still need to put the plants in. I've got to put that rose in before it dies. Yeah, there's not much to do out here. I've done it all before. I haven't picked up these piles because the weather was awful yesterday, as I just said. I will have to go round and pick all these piles up. I don't know if I can be bothered to do that today. Don't know if I'm in the mood. Yeah, I need to get some more fat balls because the birdies are getting through them quickly. Yeah, I think we're going to just do some strimming there. I need to trim that bit there. So that looks awful. The guys should be finished work this week, which would be really good. And then we can get on to the next bit. So we need to get rid of that. Yeah, this whole garden needs tidying up. It's in a right mess now. I don't know if I can be bothered to do that today. There's so much to do. Sometimes you just get a bit overwhelmed. I think I'm just going to trim around these edges because they're looking really scruffy, and it'll make it look better. I have to keep clearing up. Yeah, I think the buddleia there has collapsed. Oh, I do need to go around the pond area this week because a lot of the plants have collapsed with the wind that we had. But I think what we'll do right now is continue doing this, but I'll take Enki in first because he doesn't like it. Do you, Enki? Don't like noise, do you? No? He hasn't had his dinner yet either. I need to feed him. So, what we do right now is go back in, feed the dog, get a coffee and come back out and do some strimming. I don't know if that battery that I've brought in here is any good or is that dead, the big one. Because I brought out 2 smaller ones. I better shut that back door on the polytunnel because I don't want it to get too cold in here. Because then when it gets cold later, at least the plastic helps it to hold its temperature a bit. I do need one of these tomatoes to start flowering. Come on, start flowering, one of you. Yeah, now the August bank holiday's gone, it's going to be September. These are growing well. I watered them the other day, yesterday. Oh, I did water out here yesterday, that's what I did do. And I harvested a few more tomatoes. This is collapsing again. I think it's the birds. So I did notice the little sparrows like coming in here. Knocking over my tomatoes. Anyway, we'll take this big battery in and see if it needs charging. Because I'm not sure, because the 2 little ones I've charged, but the big one, I don't know if it needs charging, so we'll go and do that. And we'll come back out and decide what we're doing. And we'll feed Enki right now. Alright, Hanks. So I've got a cup of coffee here. And I'm going to sit here on that coat because that chair was a bit wet. Even though I just wiped off the water and it is sort of like a vinyl chair. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put up these Swede here in those 2 big pots. And I'm going to sit down because I feel a bit woozy today. So I feel like I need to sit down. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then I did find some moss on the walls outside when I was clearing them the other day. I'm going to put some around the top of this and then plant this out with something. Okay. See you in a bit. Whatever it was I potted up, cabbages. The Swede, not cabbage today, Swede today. I've potted them. I'll just show you. So there's 2 there, 2 pots, and I did close up the box again because I did notice there were some others germinating, so if they come to anything I'll add them to them. So I've done that. So what I want to do now, I haven't got any purple sprouting broccoli. I've gone through all my seeds and I definitely haven't got any, so we can't do that. I'm going to have to order some. What I do want to sow is some spinach, this is a winter spinach, giant winter spinach, and I want to sow some more Brussels sprouts. I'm going to do those on the tissue, and also we've got some, what are these? I just looked. Oh, some more lettuce, because I think we need to sow some more, because I don't think that's going to come too much. So I'm going to sow these ones and these ones. So these ones, hold on, these ones are called Dolbrodmaeth green cost lettuce, and this one is a gourmet loose leaf salad mix. And I'm going to sow a bit more rocket and some beetroot. I'm going to do beetroot, but I might see if we can do those from chitted seeds. Let's try, shall we? So we'll take them 3 and the spinach, take them indoors, and we'll direct sow these and see if they grow. Also I've got the hanging basket here with the ferns in, and this is the moss that I got up off the rocks the other day. So what I'm going to do is just pat it round, and it should knit together eventually and make a liner for this hanging basket. But I'm going to put in this geranium and a primula with this. That's it, that's what's going to go in there. So I'm going to do that and I'll show you once I've done it. Jobs I wanted to do in the polytunnel today. So even if you just do little jobs, it's better than nothing. Even though I done nothing yesterday, but nearly every single day I do some kind of gardening, so I'm not beating up myself up about the fact that I didn't do anything yesterday. Anyway, I'll just show you what I just did past it. So I managed to find enough moss outside on the rocks, and I've packed it out. As you can see, it's the green stuff, but that's what's in here, and these ferns hold it together as well, so they make a good sort of knitting. So if you haven't got a liner, this is quite a wide you usually use one of them brown liner things or green liner in one of them, but I've just packed mine out with moss and then planted into the moss. But it does have a lot of ferns which help hold it together, and inside there I've planted 2 geraniums because there was 2 in that pot, and a primula, and I've hung it here. So that's that. I also harvested these chives here, so it smells wonderful, and there they are. So we will put them straight in the freezer. And if you look here, these are the ones I harvested the other day, and they're already grown back. And these last all year, these last forever, they just get into a bigger clump. But I've had these here now since I put the polytunnel in, so 4 years I've had these chives, and they just grow back every single year. Yeah, so that's what I've done there now, so I'm really pleased about that. So I'm going to go and do some strimming next. That's what I want to do, and then I'll see what I'm going to do after that. I might go in and help my partner do something. There are a few tomatoes dropping onto the floor here, like there are a few green ones dropping off, but that's to be expected. I will have to actually feed the tomatoes today with some phostogen. In fact, I might do that next before I go outside and get completely distracted with strimming for the rest of the day. Oh, and also I wanted to do these 3 things here, didn't I? I might take them indoors and do them on the paper again like I did with all the others, because that seems to work really well. So I think I'll probably do that, and if they don't work, then we're just alright. Sorry, I've still got this courgette here that I took the other day, and a tomato that we just took off. I'm just going to put it with the others. So, and all these apples here that I'm going to actually use. I'm not wasting anything. I use everything that I get from my garden. I try and use every little bit of produce, because, and a lot of the stuff that I grow is very small. Like these tomatoes here, I don't know why I keep growing these really small tomatoes, but these are the seeds that I've got, so I've got to use them up. I can't buy new seeds and get rid of the old seeds, because that's stupid. But I think they're nearly come to the end, the Pomodoro seeds, in which case we will plant bigger tomatoes next year, and hopefully those heritage ones. I really want to grow them, and they're huge tomatoes. So if we could grow them, that would be good, and maybe a few of these, but not as many as these Pomodoro tomatoes, which actually are a sauce tomato, but they're cherry tomatoes. That's what they are, but they're using them a lot in sauces apparently. So I was reading, and we still have cucumbers growing here. So what cucumbers? I've still got a load in the fridge. I'm going to have to ferment them. I've said that before. So, because I can't eat them all, there's too many, so I'm going to ferment them. So I need to order some more salt. That's what's preventing me from doing that. I need to order more salt. I do have a great big gherkin jar, so what I was thinking of doing was fermenting some whole, and then slicing them up. Not just put them in as they are. That's what I'm going to do, and just put them in a great big jar. The smaller gherkins, and even the bigger gherkins, who cares? Doesn't really matter, as long as I preserve them in some way. Otherwise it's pointless growing food, and then you end up throwing half of it away because it rots off because you don't get time to eat it all. So okay, so what I'm going to do now is feed the polytunnel and the apple tree and the fig tree, anything with food on, and then go outside. 5 minutes past 2. And I have been pottering around in the polytunnel, just doing small jobs, but necessary jobs, trimming back the tomatoes again, getting them off the plastic again, because they just want to touch the plastic, and I keep trying to get them away from the plastic at the top. Anyway, trimming back the tomatoes again, harvesting. I've harvested rocket, Mizuna, chives, and I've just harvested the creeping thyme that's grown in hanging basket. I've fed with fostergium, the apple tree, the fig tree, the rhubarbs, the tomatoes and the cucumbers. That's all I've done today, but I've homed in on them ones because that was really important to give them a feed, because they're all, well, the apple and the fig are all in buckets, and the rhubarb, and I know they're very greedy plants for food, so we've done that. Yeah, we've potted on today, we've harvested today, we've taken care of the tomatoes again today. The tomatoes is an ongoing job. I go through the tomatoes nearly every day, if not every other day, to just take out any dead leaves that I can see and pick up any leaning over, you know, because sometimes they just fall over, don't they, tomatoes, and I just pick them up and then like push them into where they are, because they're all sort of helping each other to stand up. They do have a bit of string, but on the whole they're sort of helping each other to stand up, so that's what I do. I push them all in, and the cucumbers helps with that as well, because they've got tendrils and they tend to like want to go and grab something, so they help to bind the tomatoes together to keep them still. So there is a method to my madness as why I grow my tomatoes and cucumbers together, and plus they seem to like being together. I've not had any issues with growing them together. They seem to grow perfectly well together, so I'm really happy. Oh sorry, my nose is running. I'm really happy with what I've been doing today in the polytunnel. So now I just want to and I harvested the lettuce seeds that I had grown in that pot. I've got rid of the pot now. There's some earth in there, so I've left the earth outside in a bucket, and I'm gonna it's now going to help me to plant some stuff in a pot that I want to plant outside. I do have these beautiful, however what colour these are, these Bella Vista bulbs. I'm going to have to get putting them in soon. Yeah, we're now starting to think about next spring. What is that about? So that's where we're at, and we're actually going to take in a load of seeds to chit them again, because I do definitely think this is a good way of bringing the seeds on quickly before the winter sets in, because then none of them will ripen. Well, none of them will you know, they won't germinate inside the polytunnel if it's not warmed up. So I'm feeling that the chitting of seeds is a really good way of getting them going this year, so that they can be overwintered, and then we can put them out in the spring next year. That's the plan with all these cabbages and things that we got growing in here. But hopefully, I'm hoping some of these cabbages will get big enough to put directly in the garden to overwinter, so they can join the ones that I've got outside that are waiting to go in the garden. But I don't want to put them in yet, because I've still got the old broccoli and stuff in the garden. I did pull up some of the broccoli the other day that I've got growing in the other garden, because it's mainly gone over now. So I'm going to pull out the rest of it, and then I'm going to put in the new stuff. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, and just keep planting flowers as well, because I do love my flowers, and this year I feel like I've done the best ever job of growing flowers than I've ever done before. I've always been a bit wary of growing flowers, like it's a waste of time. You know, we should be growing food, but I can't just grow food around this garden because it won't grow. It's simple as that, really. Apart from the fruit, I mean, we did have a really good harvest with the you know, the currants this year. A massively good harvest with the currants and the gooseberries off of one of the gooseberry bushes. We had loads of gooseberries. Yeah, and rhubarb. I've made a lot of jam. We're eating the jam at the moment still. I made a really nice red currant jam as well that we eat with, well, we're having duck today, so we'll have it with duck, and we have it with pork and whatever meats. You can have it on bread as well, but it is a lot more tart than berries. These are currants, so they have more of a tart, but I like that. Especially with meat like duck, like what we're having for dinner today. Duck is like, you know, you need something to cut through the fat, but I love duck, so we're having duck legs today. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really pleased with what I'm doing. So, you know, let me know how you're getting on in your garden, and I feel like you just need to do something in your garden, even if it's only a small job. The strimming I absolutely love doing because you can see results immediately, whereas other things it takes time. You know, I mean, looking after a polytunnel is just an ongoing job to make it look gorgeous. What is that? What is that? God's sake. Sounds like it needs a bigger engine. What is that? It's some kind of little bike, I think. I can't see because there's all hedging. Oh, it's very, very noisy. Oh, very, very noisy. There's something wrong with that. Sounds like the silencer's gone. That is really noisy, not very good. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on. I'm not going to end the video yet. I'm just going to carry on doing some bits and bobs outside. It's such a lovely day. It's really calm and still, and it's not too cold. I've only got my jumper on, my you know, gardening and hanging out on my chicken's jumper. Yeah, I'm just going to carry on doing some bits and bobs. I might go in for a coffee in a sec and then come back out. I need to plant that rose. I really, really must do that. Sorry I keep touching my face, but it's itching. Anyway, I'll see you again soon. Okay, right in the afternoon, and I've just come back outside because I went in and I made the dinner and everything. So I've had dinner now, and I've decided to come back out before I fall asleep because I'm getting really tired after cooking and eating. And I just want to finish doing this bit of strimming that I started. I need to put my jacket on at the moment because I'm feeling a bit cold. I'll just show you what I was just doing before then. I had to go in and make the dinner. Area. Okay. So I've strimmed around here. This is actually some kind of moss here, which doesn't strim very well, but I've got to finish doing this bit. I ran out of twine, that's why I stopped as well. So I ran out of twine, so we'll put some more twine on. And then we've got this patch here, and we need to move this today. And just trim the rest of this bit here, and then I want to trim down that bit there and down that side there, but mainly that side there. So I've got 2 batteries or 3 batteries. I think I charged the other one up. I took it off and I charged it again, so I can go in and get that one. But I also need to pick up these piles as well, so we're going to do that, and we're going to do some strimming. So I'll show you once we're done. So that's what it looks like now, and I'll show you once it's done. We won't do round there today. We're just going to do up to sort of there, and then we're going to concentrate on that side actually, because it's getting quite messy over there. So that's what I'm going to do right now for like an hour. Wow, I've been strimming all this. So I've trimmed all this bit here, all this, all to there. You can see where I've trimmed to. Just needs a little bit of strimming along there, but that won't take me long to do, but I'm not doing that today. Need to do a bit of raking, but I'm hoping the wind will get up and blow that off of there. Anyway, I've trimmed all down here. We do get a lot of these cones everywhere that fall off the trees this time of year. I try and collect them for my friend. She burns them on her coal fire, on her wood fire. Anyway, I've trimmed all along here, and I've trimmed around here, and I've trimmed right down here, all along here. It needs a bit of clearing up, but I can't bother to do that right now. I'll just leave it there for a minute. The wind blows a lot of it away, and then if it's still there, I'll rake it up. So I've trimmed all down here, as you can see, and I've trimmed this bit here and to here. I've trimmed around here, so I've trimmed that bit there. This is a whole new thing over there. Anyway, and I've trimmed across here, and I've trimmed round a drain here, along that bit there, and I've trimmed all the way up here, and I've got it mud all up the wall. That's because it's wet, you see, but when it dries I'll just brush it off, so don't worry about that. And I trimmed all the way up here, and this bit still needs doing here. I'm not doing it now. And I've trimmed round here, and I've done this side, so I've done this side, and then tomorrow I'll probably do this side here, and then going up that way, Yeah, doing this bit, come across here, strim this bit again and come up this way and strim the rest of that. It doesn't take long. It's not a big deal. Anyway, we're going to be getting a load of granite or something, I don't know. Some stuff that's going to be going on here and on our car park, because at the moment we have a great big mountain of dirt in our car park. I'm not going to show you that today. I'll do a completely separate section of video, and it is on my patio video, which hasn't been finished yet because the patio isn't finished yet. That's an ongoing video from start to finish, which I will put up once it's all done. And it won't be that long because the snippets I video it every single day when the guys are here. And it's nearly finished now. And then the next stage is putting up the balustrade bit. So that's a whole nother load of videos to go on my patio videos. But today I think I've had enough. And in fact, I'm not going to move these mounds today because I don't want to. And I feel really tired now. So I think I've had enough now. So that's that. So I'll turn the camera around and say bits of mud on my face, because I did notice it was all flicking up just where I wear glasses. But I'm glad with what I've done today. So I've done a lot of work inside the polytunnel earlier, and done a lot of harvesting, which I'm supposed to be. I better take all the stuff indoors. I didn't show you what I harvested. Hold on. I'll just show you quick. Sorry, I'm a bit out of puff. All these lettuce seeds. So I've got some brown paper bags, so I'll just tip that in there. We've got a load of thyme here. We've got a load of mizuna. And we've got tons of chives, which I'm going to freeze. We've also got all these bits and bobs here to take indoors. I need to go and get my basket so I can put them in there. And probably take a photograph that way. Anyway, I'm really pleased with what I've done. I'm just going to have to sit here and say goodbye. So I'm feeling very tired now. Today. I'm really tired. But I really wanted to come back out and do some strimming, because I don't feel like I've done enough strimming earlier. Because then I had to go in and make the dinner and all that. But I've done the hanging basket. I've potted on all those chitted Swede seeds. I've taken a load of seeds indoors, which I'm going to do the chit into. Hopefully that'll work. The Brussels sprouts. I need to buy some purple sprout and broccoli. Yeah, so I need to buy some purple sprout and broccoli. Because I love purple sprout and broccoli. It's so easy to grow. And even if the things are just small, I still harvest them. I've got a freezer full of purple sprout and broccoli, by the way. And we've nearly ate all our peas that I harvested in the spring, because my peas were very, very early. The ones in the middle didn't come to anything, as we've discussed in previous videos. So we're just going to try and grow those onward peas again next year. They were very, very good. So we're just going to grow the peas again, and then just grow one lot of peas. We eat peas, but you know, not millions of them. And we had a good harvest of peas, and a good harvest of purple sprout and broccoli, a good harvest of onions. I mean, I was very surprised with my onions. I still got to put the red ones in. I actually am going to do some more onions, so that I can put them outside into little sets. I mean, they're like little weeny onions now. So I'm going to plant them on. I still haven't done them, by the way. They're still waiting to be put in the ground round the other side. I will get around to it. I've definitely got to do that this week. And I've got to take out all the broccoli and everything that's done around the other side. Prepare the beds, ready for the next lot of brassicas that are going to go in there. A lot of seeds to sow still this month. Before the end of this month, so we're going to continuously sow seeds, and we have got a lot of cabbages and stuff in here. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with what I've achieved. So just small things, and I'm not out here all day every day. I try and come out at least a couple of hours, or 10 minutes or 20 minutes sometimes I only come out for, but as long as I do something. And all the little birds have come up on the feeders because they don't know I'm sitting here. I need to get some more fat balls. They're running out. There's loads of them. Anyway, they eat all the food that I put out for them, by the way. There's no wastage whatsoever with the food. So I need to order some fat balls tonight, some broccoli seeds, and another thing that I need to order, I think, as well. So I will do that when I go in. Yeah, I'm really happy with what I've done today. So anyway, let me know what you're doing in your garden. I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and tell me where you live. I like knowing where people come from, and send me a picture of your garden, because I'd love to see somebody else's garden. Lots of activity on the feeders with loads and loads and loads of sparrows. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please give me a like and a thumbs up, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every time I put up a new video. I always forget to say that bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you. See you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.